Happy almost Merry Christmas. I am going to do a different design. I told you guys I would show you different designs in our cheese board mold here. So I posted a tutorial yesterday on the same mold, but I did kind of the beach theme, which I usually do a lot of just because I like it and I get a lot of requests for it. But it was also for a gift. And the person it's going to lives in a lives in a more coastal area. So I thought that was appropriate, and they just got a new house. So hi, buddy. So that's where that one is going. And so today I'm trying to bring out a little bit more of a funky look to this one. When we were on our road trip across the country, we stopped by the Cadillac Graveyard, which is in Texas, Amarillo, Texas. And if you ever get to go there, it's pretty awesome. And it's a bunch of Cadillacs that have been there, I think, since the 60s or 70s. It was created by an artist, and everyone goes and spray paints all these different anything they want on there. And so what I did is, as people were spray painting, the creative crazy person in me decided to go pick up paint chips all over the ground that had fallen off. And so I walked away with a bag full of really cool looking different pieces. And so I've been really dying to somehow do something with these that would be really fun to kind of remember our trip. And so I thought, why not put them in our mold here? So I'm just going to mix the epoxy, and then hopefully some of you guys can join in. And we're also going to use some new colors that we're looking at getting in that I always make sure that I test before I offer them to you guys, because I would hate to get something and then it just doesn't come out the way that it should. So I always make sure to test everything first before I get it up on my site. So, excuse me. I'm going to use the Counterculture Artist Resin today. And so I've just mixed both of my equal parts in here. This is a thicker resin. So it's thicker than the one that I had been used to working with, but I get a much better result. And I'll make sure to link everything down below for you too. So, I'm going to let that sit for just a minute. So I'm going to show you the colors that we're using. Okay, so these are our paint chips right here. So look how fun. Aren't these fun and kind of funky? And what I love about them is if you kind of look a little bit to the side, you can see all the different layers of paint. So this is just chip spray paint that fell off of the cars onto the ground, and there's so many different colors, like almost two-sided. So there's green, and then there's some fun blues on the one side. This one I love. So this one's bright on the other side, but look how cool and multicolored this side is. So it's pretty awesome. So I thought these would be really fun to add to this piece. And so for the colors that I'm using, the micas I'm going to use are Finding Nemo and Ice Ice Baby. And I tried to pick colors. I'm going to give this another stir. I tried to pick colors that would kind of pick up different colors within the paint pieces, if that makes sense. So I see lots of pinks and corals and greens and golds, bronze, blues, all different colors. And so I tried to kind of choose a color palette to go with that. So the new ones I'm going to use, these are samples that I'm looking at trying. This one is like a hot pinkish coral with a silver mixed into it. So I thought that would be kind of fun. This one is just pretty awesome. And it's got all different colors kind of mixed into it. It's more of a pigment powder. And then this one is a brown a brown holographic. So I thought this color palette would be really pretty to pick up these paint pieces here. So I'm going to put my gloves on. If you're just joining, welcome, welcome. We are doing a fun, funky little design here for our cheese boards, like the one I posted yesterday. So here is our mold, and these are new on the website. You can find them on my website, carlyscreations.com. And we're gonna get our cups. So actually, I'm gonna put this aside for a minute. We're gonna lay out our cups. And we're going to add our colors to them. So this is our brown holographic. I'm looking to add a really awesome spring line to our glitter. So these are some of the colors that I'm testing out. I don't even know what order I'm putting these in. I don't know. I'm kind of flying by the wing of my seat of my wing, however that saying goes. So that was our brown. This one is just really funky. And it's got all kinds of different colors. It's like a tie-dye mica. I don't even know what this is, to tell you the truth, but it's really cool looking. And it pretty much matches the paint chips perfectly. I might use that for the handle. And then this is our bright pinkish coral. Oh no. Do you love how they like to just jump out at you sometimes? Okay, and then we have our Finding Nemo, which is a really awesome orange mica you can find on my website. And Ice Ice Baby, which is like a bluish gray. It's a very pretty, unique color. You can also find that on my website as well. So we're going to put those in there. I'm not going to add my paint chips yet. So we're going to add those last. And what we're going to do is do like a color combination here on our mold. And then we're going to put the chips on top. So I'm just going to add some epoxy to each cup. I'm still kind of getting a feel for how much is needed. I have figured it probably needs around maybe 250 to 300 mLs total to do the whole mold. And so it'll depend on the amount, obviously, for each layer, depending on how much of it you use, if you do a thin layer versus a thick layer, things like that. But to kind of give you an idea. All right, so we're gonna set our cup aside. We're gonna mix these and start having some fun. Are you guys ready for Christmas? Look at what a fun color that is. Isn't that pretty? This is fun. So fun. Here's our Ice Ice Baby. What I love about this one is it's like a shimmery grayish blue. It really is a pretty color. Look how pretty. So beautiful. Here's our brown holographic. Ooh, I can see all the fall colors with this one, right? I told my son to go turn on YouTube for them so they could watch and know when mommy is done. So that's who you see commenting all this. This color is really cool, you guys. You can see all the different colors. Hi. I am just about ready. Surprisingly, I'm not really sure quite how I'm ready, but I have a few more things to wrap and I am ready. One of my poor customers had her package pretty much go around the entire country. Oy vey. It's a hot mess right now, guys. Hot mess. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, like I said, I don't really know where I'm kind of going with this. I'm going to add a little bit more to this guy. So I think I'm going to use this one for the handle. And I really hope this comes out the way I'm thinking in my head. This almost looks like a sand now that it's mixed, but you can see the pinks and the blues. I don't know if you guys can see that very well on camera. I'm sorry, I know some things are harder to see. And I'm not going to fill this all the way. I'm going to fill it maybe halfway or so, but I'm going to leave some room at the top. And sorry, I'm trying to talk and think at the same time. Doesn't always work. Just so I can add a clear topping, like a clear coat on top. So I'm going to take my Micas. I'm going to do an angle actually. I'm going to add a little bit here in this corner. So I thought it would be kind of fun to have these kind of going at an angle this time rather than kind of straight across like we did with the beach. So I'm thinking maybe let's do some Finding Nemo next. Ooh, look at those colors next to each other. This color is so pretty. I don't use it very often, and I should. I think because I have so many custom orders that I don't usually get to kind of play around with colors and designs, things like that. So sometimes it makes it a little hard. Good problem to have, but you don't always get to play with colors. But I love these two colors together. These are really pretty. I'm purposely not doing straight lines, if you caught on to that or not. Because I want kind of an abstract look to it. I don't really know what I'm going for, to tell you the truth. We're going to see how it comes out. All right. Now let's add a little bit of our Ice Ice Baby. I'm leaving a small gap in between, and I'm going to just put some clear epoxy in there to kind of help blend those colors a little bit. You'll see kind of towards the end here, I'll show you. And then I'm going to lay my paint pieces into this layer of epoxy. Let this set for several hours, and then we'll add our clear set. Okay. So now I think we need some vibrant glitter going on. So we're going to get our fun, soon to be new color. Look how bright and awesome that is. Yowzers. Flamingo. That's what I think of when I see this color. This color is awesome. I had no idea until I got it under the epoxy. Which is why I test them first. What's everybody's Christmas plans? Are you staying home for Christmas? Do you get to see some family? This is the first time in my entire life that it will be just us and no family for Christmas, so it's been a little hard, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do a thin line of this guy right here. Not too much, just a little bit to kind of break up these two colors. Okay, then I'm going to come in this corner here with our brown holographic. This brown is really awesome. You can really see a lot of oranges popping up. So it's holographic, but I see a lot of oranges and yellows. This is like one of the ultimate fall colors that we're definitely going to have. This is quite amazing. All right, so I think I'm going to come back here. I'm going to add a thin layer of the brown. I want to try to tie in some of these colors together. And brown, blue, and orange obviously go really well together. No, we're going to Jackson's house for New Year's Eve. All right, so let's go ahead and add, actually, we're going to come back to this guy. Ooh, look at these colors together. If I don't answer your comment right away, I'm sorry. For some reason on YouTube Live, the comment will show up for about 10 seconds. Yes, it is. Oh, nice. Well, I hope you guys have a good Christmas. You guys live close to each other? My kids are slipping mail under the door. Look, I'm a mailman. Okay. So let's pull in a little glitter right here. Oh, nice. That definitely makes it easy. All right, so I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to do a little splash of glitter there, a little splash of glitter here. kind of digging these colors. I was not sure how they were going to go together, to be honest with you, but kind of liking it. I think once we get the paint chips in there, then it's really going to pull together. Connor, I can see the comments in. Okay, so let's add, kind of like how this little pocket here is coming along. So let's add a dash of this in there. Okay. So we're going to come in with the clear now. And I'm just going to drizzle little bits of clear right here. I think it'll kind of help blend these together. We're going to hit it with the heat gun. I don't want to blend them too much. But if we put some clear here, maybe we can get our pieces. And then you can see them from both sides of the board, which I think would be pretty cool. There's so many possibilities you can do with this, and I think that's why I love this mold so much. I mean, literally anything. I don't think you can even mess these up. Okay, so I'm gonna get my heat gun and just kind of pop some of these bubbles a little bit that we got going on. Okay. This is kind of fun. Okay, so I think I'm going to add little touches of sparkle because I have a little bit left in my cup here. Kind of just adding little patches. I kind of like how this is a little funky right here. Add just a touch, kind of it going up here, making like a little trail. All right, go back to my brown. So I'm gonna have a little bit extra just because I don't want to use all of the colors. I don't want to use too much because I also want to have room for my clear coat when I'm done. So now let's see. Now I think I'm gonna add the paint pieces. Take this glove off. So with my paint pieces, they were obviously quite dirty from sitting in the dirt. So I just got a damp paper towel and very, very lightly kind of wipe them down a little bit. Okay. I have a popsicle stick, and so some of them kind of, you can see they pop up, so we do want to be careful with that. I'm just going to use my popsicle stick here. And just kind of very gently push these into the resin here to hold them still. Oh, this is so fun. I'm loving how this is coming out. It will definitely be a one-of-a-kind piece. I mean, you won't be able to find this anywhere, that's for dang sure. So this is pretty fun. I definitely went out of my comfort zone on this one. Hold on, buddy, I'll be right there, okay? Go tell Dad, I'll be right there. Okay, I'll be right there. And I think the colors are kind of funky, and I'm super excited to see how this dries. I'll even add a little blue kind of coming in here, so it's not just kind of chunks of colors. Let's add some of the Finding Nemo down on the bottom. All right, let's see how this goes. So I think I'm going to blow some of these colors out. Hold on, baby, I'll be right there. So I'm going to get my straw and kind of do what I do with the waves and kind of blow these colors a little bit. Very gently, obviously. Just play around with it, have fun with it. Trying to kind of recreate how those funky little pieces look. I think I'm going to put a little bit of Finding Nemo right here. Yes, so I'm going to let this sit for several hours before I add the clear coat on top. So with the beach one that I did, if you watch the video, then you can see how I did the design part, and then I let it sit for like 45 minutes, and then I added the next coat. And what that did is kind of brought some of those colors up and created a 3D effect. And then I waited several hours and then applied a clear coat. For this one, I don't want that 3D effect. I want them to kind of stay where they are. So I'm going to wait, I don't know, it's like 10 or 10:30 now. I'll probably wait till at least dinner time tonight and make sure this really kind of sets where it is. And then I'm just going to add a clear coat on top. And I'm not going to add anything other than that. I'm going to put a little bit more of this in the handle. And then my leftover colors here, I'm just going to add to some other molds. Definitely something different. This looks actually kind of cool added to that Ice Ice Baby right here. And that's it. I don't know, have fun with it. Create something awesome. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to mix colors. Don't be afraid to go vibrant and bright and different and crazy, because sometimes you might just create something pretty awesome. And it may not be for everybody, and that's okay. But I guarantee you someone out there is going to love it. All right, that's it. I will make sure to post this in the group, and then I will make sure to post updates. I will take pictures, obviously, of the final product, and I will load it on here and in my group as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and we will talk soon. Bye.